So, Brent, the next big challenge for conservatives is bias reflected in the social media giants, Facebook, Google, Twitter, the rest. And you're attacking that problem as well at the Media Research Center. What specifically are you doing to unmask and counter social media censorship of conservatives?
If there's one thing that I hope that conservatives will begin to understand is that social media is more important than everything you and I have just discussed. If you just look at audience numbers and it tells the story, NBC might have 4 million, but Twitter has 700 million. ABC might have 4.5 million. Facebook has 2.2 billion. They are the information sources of the future. They're not nationwide. They are worldwide. Now, if they were just impartial platforms on which you placed your information, that'd be one thing, but they're not. Every single day, another conservative is being deplatformed. He's being banned. He's being suspended. Or she. Demonetized is another one that they're doing, making it impossible to do business. Just ask Dennis Prager on their sites, all for espousing crazy things, such as, and people don't believe me, on Twitter, a liberal professor in Canada said, and now hold on, she said, quote, "A woman is not a man," unquote, and was banned from Twitter because the gay owner refuses to allow anyone to make any kind of judgment on sexuality of a person. So she was banned. This is how radicalized it's become. Facebook, Twitter is doing this, YouTube, Google. So then the question becomes, well, what do you do about it? What can you do about it? What can you do about Facebook that has the ability to swallow anything in its path? What do you do to compete with Apple that has $1 trillion in the bank? What do you do to compete with Google that controls 92% of search engines in the world? You can't compete with them. They are, Gene Kirkpatrick, the late great Gene Kirkpatrick, used to talk about forces that were outside of the system of checks and balances, as the founders had seen them. Social media is outside the system of checks and balances.
Right.
They are as powerful, and remember this, they're worldwide. So when they set the rules, they're setting the rules for the entire world. If you don't do what we say, you cannot be heard. You cannot be heard. Doreen Borelli, who on The Blaze yesterday was banned from Facebook. You can't be heard. James Woods, if you want to say something, we won't allow it. This is how dangerous this is. So I'm urging conservatives understand this is a worldwide. This is not exaggeration, Tim. This is the greatest worldwide censorship of a woman in the history of man.
By far. And thanks for the wake-up call so that people can really realize what's happening in the world of social media, and it is ugly, as you have chronicled here. Our guest, Brent Bozell, author of Unmasked, Big Media's War Against Trump. Go and get it and read it if you want to know the truth, the facts of the matter. Thank you, my friend, Mr. Bozell.
Thank you, Tim. Great pleasure.